Hello. Let's talk about my August 2023 goals on this day, August the 1st. Hooray! I'm always happy when I can actually get this thing done at the very beginning of the month. Shows that maybe I'm in a fair semi good place. So yes, let's launch into it. Number one, time with Ja, weekend activity with Ja, working on the office with Ja. That'll come back at the very end of these things, but yeah, that's doing things with Ja. This particular weekend will be busy with Ja doing her particular thing and supporting her in that. So that is all good. And just being trying to be a present and loving and there person for her. And I did have some major falls, flubs in July with Ja not being not supportive at the right time and that hurting her. And I mean, part of it is that she is very sensitive and really under a lot of pressure. So when I do make what might be a no biggie for some person, or annoying for some person, it can really hurt her. So I just need to think about that and try and do better. Number two is walk daily with the dogs and Jackie. Very self explanatory. Really love doing that. Number three, early to bed, early to rise, and nap daily. I'm going to try and get my nap in for Tuesday here because I go to work and I often the weekend after the weekend I feel tired. Or Tuesday is just a draggy day. It's my Monday, so it's a draggy day. Um, Number four is I'm thinking of something else here, which is mindful calorie intake. I've got tracking down because what I was doing when I did do more of like, okay, I want to be eat less, weigh less, is I tracked my calorie intake. I tracked what I was eating, and I found that was a very effective way to kind of remind me to eat less and to eat smarter. And I gave that up, and I've definitely regained weight. I'm not like I want to get myself down to a bit more of a healthy weight, and it's definitely has been creeping up, or it's been kind of like and it's like I don't want. I trying to kind of uh, build good habits that way, and I think part of that might be just doing tracking again. So that in itself is a goal for this month, and I'll need to think about what I used for tracking the last time, and just work on that. Just I think because I'm replacing this was used to be like, oh, my snack, trying to do a later snack. I think what I need to actually do is look at it more globally as my entire day and say, okay, where could I uh, throughout the day, throughout the whole thing, eat smarter, and then have delicious, yummy things, because I also want to have delicious, yummy things as well. So yes, there's that. Number five is phone and earbud hygiene continuing. That is all been going really well. Leaving the phone and the earbuds in here when I go to bed. That helps with the sleep. Number six is work on time, biking away at 2:30. So that is probably trying to get a little bit more sharp with myself about when I say, okay, I'm done. I need to get everything ready, and not try and slip in another little extra work session in before in between I'm sitting on the couch reading and I'm packing my stuff and leaving. I need to work on that, so I'm getting to work 5 minutes early consistently. Um, Number seven is my daily physio exercises. The my F my my exercise, the E mark on my calendar, which I've been doing well, and I've adding to that, my also what I've also added into that is when I get up in the morning, when I wake up, before I get out of the bed, is to do my leg lifts. So big bed leg lifts and bed leg lifts, because that's definitely helping me with my hip extenders here. That's definitely been really good with that. Oh, I've put it in the wrong place. I can cut and put that in. That is definitely a good. That has been a really good thing, and it's a good thing to note in my stuff. Number 8 is my daily to-do check-in, completion, doing that in the morning. That's like one of the first things is like, okay, look at my to-do list, build my to-do list, modify it, and have a little TD mark, which I've forgotten to put on the calendar. So putting all the TD marks on the calendar. So I that is something I do because I find that is a really good focus of the day and is the nuts and bolts, the very kind of nitty gritty, which will get me through these goals here. Number 9 is my BookTube channel, which I'm using the keyboard, which I shouldn't be. Next thing is my BookTube channel, doing where I've got the idea, and this will come up in my vocal exercises, but doing weekly vocal videos that are also potential BookTube videos. Doing a Need for Words review. I've had that thing on the back burner for so long. It would really be good if I could devote a little bit of time just going back to the Need for Words and thinking about the book, and also compiling some of the exercises that I thought worked and incorporating that into my vocal exercises. That would be a really good thing. Doing a Shard Lake review, doing Sandy Hook review / Long Way to an Angry Planet review, and it's sort of why do people act the way they do. And I think I could combine those two books together in a way to have a little bit of just a conversation video about that. Continue to mostly stay off of BookTube, keep on PR 5147. That's almost not even a goal anymore. That's just sort of my default. I don't know if I'm making, I every once in a while I kind of watch BookTube videos, but it's no longer my major focus. And I'm okay with that. But yeah, continuing to make review videos on books. And making subject videos on things, ideas, discussions, tags, as these vocal videos. Number 10 is the Duffelpuffs, my NaNoWriMo novel, where I'm gonna hopefully finish up what I'm doing right now, finish up Naked. There's a couple of things that okay. A major project is the Duffelpuffs, which is my NaNoWriMo novel, is editing that. And possibly publishing chapters on Ellie to make and then making an ebook out of it, which I don't know where it would go. Then there's the other writing projects. It's number 11. So, and a part of advancing that is writing every weekday up at 7:30 for at least one session of day of writing each week. Writing or editing, actually, reviewing projects and deciding what to achieve first, making a video on this. So I think there's a whole thing around my writing where I should put on my schedule for, maybe tomorrow, is to just have a video on writing projects. Maybe I'll try and do the prep for that today, and maybe that might be my vocal video for this week, is just talking about my writing projects. That's actually not a bad idea. Though I also would like to do a review of Shard Lake and get that banged out, because I don't think I'm going to be publishing it. It's in the middle of a series, but we'll see. So there's plenty of things to make videos on, but yeah, making a video about my writing and like how I'm going to do this. Also, maybe a part of that is also going to be looking at rough drafts of older stories. Try and get as much stuff finished as possible, and put those on Ellie, because they're all erotic Black Girl stories. So trying to put one on Ellie this month would be a good, and in kind of crossover with various other goals is to do illustrate a edited Naked. That's my goal there. How many illustrations we'll see. Number 12 is daily journal keeping, working on a vignette subject each day. Some days I am just so tired, but other times I'm able to latch onto one idea and actually write something down for the day. But the big thing also is just making my journal list, which is really, really, really helpful there. Number 13 is reading on the weekends. First thing in the morning, 2 hours each day, with an R on the thing. And I find that's really useful. I really need to try and hold on to that, as that makes it feel like the weekend that I've charged myself a bit by just giving myself an extended, what for me is an extended reading time, just to kind of like that does kind of charge me up. Number 14 is my daily doodles, all my doodling. I'm not calling it my art, but it's my doodling. So producing a doodle every day, post a doodle on DA every day, limit the time on DA. It is a social media site and it can be a time suck. So definitely working on that. Working to expand my doodling expertise, whether that's watching a video on it, little exercises, possibly draw a box. I started off with this as daily doodles and draw a box. Draw a box dropped off, and I've just been doing the doodles, and that's been pretty all consuming that way. Very all consuming. Number 15 is my outside garden, and with the daily doodles, there's the illustration of various writing that is going on through that. Number 15 is outside/garden tasks. That's with sort of in conjunction with Jackie. That's mowing the lawn weekly, watering plants as needed, and sort of Jackie list. Probably also watering plants and weeding is the other thing. And oh, and weeding, trying to keep up with that, and then basically whatever Jackie has for me to do. Number 16 is the herb garden. I think it's anything that is left here that might still be alive, which I think is just some green onion. I'm just going to plant. I'm just going to put them in the garden and plant them, and that'll be fine. That will be fine, or whatever. But yeah, it's just, yeah, it didn't work out this year. Number 17 is the vocal improvements. So doing my no videos weekly. That's basically reporting in on how did my week go with what I produced, whether that's just the reading I out loud I do, or everything else. How did the vocal video go? Making me actually review the video and then reporting on camera about it, which is a good way to try and be more intentional in my in producing stuff. So yeah, and doing a vocal video on a specific topic. Plan on Monday, Tuesday, brainstorm, execute kind of Wednesday, Thursday. See BookTube goals for a lot of that. I'm thinking about doing. I will do. I've got it scheduled on the thing. Well, actually, I don't have it scheduled on the thing. God damn it. Is doing a. Where did the pen go? I don't know. Okay, we can use this one. Is doing an anxiety video kind of check-in on the 14th of August. Anxiety video. Video on the 14th. Do my vocal exercises daily. Do a vocal exercise vid where I basically just go through my routine on camera on August the 21st. So vocal exercise, put that there. That's good. And then just sort of try and see the outcome of the Rodenberg review. Hopefully I'm going to use that as a mine for freshening up my vocal exercises and try and keep myself going, because there's a whole treasure trove there. I have my issues with that book, but it's a treasure trove of here's ways to do things. So that's a good idea. Number 18 is to check in on the themes, my themes, which I just did. So I'm probably on the 14th. I will read again the my 2023 themes, and then on the 28th, check in with the themes, and that's basically just giving myself a chance to kind of take a little step back, and go, okay, this is the bigger picture of what I'm trying to achieve. How does that apply to this month? That kind of idea. Yeah. Switch it from August to July. And then, yeah, number 19 is to supporting checking in with Ja on her office clear. I think that's her big goal. Which, we're leading up into September. She's going to want her office much more set up, computer going in there, but also just making that space livable, workable for her. And yeah, we've got 1 month, so trying to keep on be there supportive and saying like, oh, you're feeling good today, how about we do the office? Just trying to kind of keep on clicking that along, because it's going to be a lot of small jobs, and that's the best way I can be supportive to her. All right, so that is my August 2023 goals, and I'll check in at the end of the month to see how it went. What were my successes? What are the things I could do better? All right, I will leave it there. More videos later.